All right, hello and welcome. Welcome back. This is episode 3 of the series. And let me just finish getting set up here. Thank you again for tuning in. As promised, I did all of the grinding off screen, and that's actually why the stream's a little bit late today. Surprisingly, it took me a very long time to break down everything that was in our inventory, but as you can see, I spent just about a little under 2 hours working on this before I went ahead and started this up. But let's go ahead and load up the game. I tried to get us exactly where we were right before last episode ended. So we are in the space station in the exact same place. The only differences are going to be is that the base structure, I did add a little bit of stuff to it because I had a lot of pure ferrite to get rid of. Other than that, I got some navigation data while I was doing some farming for carbon, and we're going to go ahead and redeem that, see if there's actually any Nexus missions that we can go ahead and join in to get some Quicksilver. But as you can see from our starship inventory, we broke down all of that junk that was in there. I just have 3 runaway mold, and I might just get rid of that just depending on if we're in a crunch for space. I've actually got a lot of good resources here. I got, some chromatic metal, magnetized ferrite, tritium, all that kind of type of good stuff. And if worst comes to worst, I can actually just move some stuff back here. And then, as you can see, we have a much cleaner inventory now. Again, no additional slots, but I do have the 17 salvage data now, which I got very lucky with. There was a bunch of dual spawns where I was right in the middle of 3 of them. I dug 2 of them up, and 2 of them actually had a double spawn. So that was very, very lucky. Happy with that. We're going to go ahead and redeem that for some of the pieces to the base, and we're also just going to see how far we can get. I do want to get more of that gear so we can go ahead and start looking the part, and we're going to, try to do as best as we can here. So as of right now, I'm not at the point where we're doing missions or anything yet. When it comes to the base, the only thing I did add again was the base structure, just a little bit to it, and then also I got a storage container. So that is definitely helping me out on space a lot. Let's go ahead and call in the anomaly though, and check to see what is new in the Nexus. Yeah. All right. Hopefully it's a nice, easy one. We can get onto the planet. And now we're actually somewhat prepared to go on a nice encounter instead of last time where we're battling with a walker with what did we have, like 200 rounds of ammo and, my mining game. That was fun. Oh, God. I almost had a heart attack while I was doing that, I swear. But okay. So nobody is in here. That kind of sucks, but I did actually learn something a little bit interesting because we're our base is on a high risk sentinel planet. It counts it as an extreme world. So while I was doing pretty much all of the grinding, turning all that stuff into ferrite, I actually was getting a lot of the extreme worlds milestones. So that I think is going to net us a lot of nanites. I did actually upload all of the data from everything that I've seen so far. Cool. So we get more for the creatures. But as you can see, I did go through, and you can actually, if you want to just go through it, upload all systems. But as you can see, I did upload all data. So now I have 1,066 nanites. And as you could see from the last episode, we started actually at the end right there with like 36 nanites in our bank, so that's pretty damn good, I think. Okay, so milestone data. Again, we were getting a lot of those survival on extreme souls just for breaking down all that stuff inside of the shelter, so that netted us, pretty much that 200 right there. Alright, so do I have to talk to them? I just want to make sure. Okay. So I do have to just locate the hollow terminus, but before we do that, let's go ahead and spend this salvage data. I am gonna get stuff that I need pretty much. Refiner, definitely. So let me show you guys what I did. Tech-wise, the only thing I actually got, we did unlock the solar panel last time, but I didn't have enough of the battery, so I went ahead and did that. We now have the battery at least. Other than that, I did not unlock, as you can see, anything. We have our base unlocked. And what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get this right here, the medium refiner, so we can stop wasting all of our carbon. And as you can see, the only thing I unlocked through the base computer thing was the single storage container. So, you know, not cheating or anything like that, just so you can see. So, alright, since I started with the cuboid room parts, I can get the curved walls and stuff like that, but I'm not really so worried about that right now. Really, what I need is a freaking door. So, let's see. What do we got here? Inner stairs. What do we got here? Inner wall, roof cap, roof, window, stairs. I might have to go into actually the larger structures, the larger prefabs, and unlock the door. Okay. Cool. We got a basic door. That's all I really needed, really. I have 2 more data. Let's go ahead and just get these out of the way. I do love the cuboid rooms. Just my personal preference, honestly. So, we can go ahead and upgrade our suit again. We can either get cargo or we can expand our main. Actually, I do want to expand our main so we can go ahead and start building like life support modules and stuff like that, and don't have to worry about the limited amount of space back here. They are the cheapest too. I mean, only 10 grand. I do have now 2 million, so that's going to help us out later on as well. But boom, got that. Got some nanites to spend, so let's go ahead and unlock some blueprints. Leave. Okay. So, as you can see, we finished the starship. When it comes to exosuit, let's see. So, I'm just gonna go, you know, row left to right. It doesn't really matter what order you unlock all these in, unless you really just, you know, are focused on one thing. I personally don't really care, so. Just as long as they're unlocked and I have the option to build it, I'm fine with that. But yeah, if my voice is a little bit hoarse, I think it's because yesterday's stream, you know, just being on for 4 hours straight. But if it's a little hoarse, it's probably because of that. I do apologize. I wish it would actually just let you stay in the menu. That would be great. Save so much time so you wouldn't have to. Oh. So it does for like a maximum of 2. Okay. Better than nothing, I guess, right? Okay, so we got 416. Yeah. Cool. Alright. Cool. So how much actually does it cost to like build that stuff? Let me see. So for the upgraded oxygen recycler, that's only 60 oxygen. And that'll add another 10% to life support tanks. I think that's worth it. Let's go ahead and actually build that right now. It's cheap. I mean, 60 oxygen, might as well. And since we got that new space, it's no real negative impact to us. That's great. Alright. So let's check the board and see what we can do. Maybe it's an easy one. Let's see. Collect 762 activated copper. No thanks. Maybe later game, but yeah, definitely not right now. We're not doing that. Let's get out of here. Progress Artemis' story. Get into a Gek system. so we can go ahead and get a freighter. I will, if I have to, manually trigger the freighter event so we can go ahead and get one. But yeah, I think today is going to run a hell of a lot smoother than yesterday. At least I hope. I mean, you saw me yesterday, though. I have a tendency to make very stupid mistakes when I am under severe pressure. So, okay, let's see. I have to highlight the quest. Let's unpin. Okay. So it is right here. Alright, let's go. Warp speed, Mr. Sulu. It was funny, I was actually watching a video of like the initial build release. Damn, this game has come so far in comparison to where it was back then, but I mean, a few years have gone by. But then again, I mean, from what it had and how, you know, the UI was, and, you know, real hotkey kind of thing, I mean, to what it is now, I mean, this build is actually pretty awesome. I like it. I just wish the ending was better. That's the only criticism, like, big criticism I have with the game. I wish the ending was better. Alright, so we are here. Let's see, have we been here before? Unknown sector, alright. And there is condensed carbon crystals right there. I definitely want to get that is for sure. Okay, and I have scanned most of the stuff here already. Cool, we don't have to worry about that. Right. We do have animals though. Nice, both of which that we have not scanned yet. Beautiful. Never know, we might even get the zoologist level on this world. Let me, you know what, when we don't have to worry about hazard protection, we'll check. I want to see actually how many more animals there are on this world to scan. It'd be great if we can get all of them. Oh wow, this is another one too. Cool. Right. That's 3 that we didn't get so far. Again, I'll have to check how many more we have left, but I can't imagine on a world like this that there's a lot. Okay, they all have the same wing style. Okay. And giant butterflies. Okay, so let's get Apollo on the line, yeah? Okay, so the tower hosts a powerful transmitter designed to facilitate holographic communication across long distances. Let's tune this sucker to Apollo and see what we get, yeah? Might sound kind of fruity, but I do like butterflies. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful looking bugs. Let's see. Okay, so the transmission is silent. The stranger just stares at me. Identify yourself or I end this call. Okay. Well, I'm Artemis's homie. No, you're not. Well, screw you, man. Call yourself whatever you want, but you can't hide the truth. Friend is just a label, a pretense to make you feel better about being alone. Why are you contacting me anyways? Is Artemis behind this? I haven't changed my mind, you know. I don't care about their weird dreams. I'll meet if I'm paid to meet. Even this conversation is a waste of valuable time. Well, Artemis is in trouble, bro. I tell Apollo that Artemis is in trouble. They attempted to use a portal and became stranded on some distant, uncharted world, disappearing from the network. Apollo's demeanor changes. They appear uncomfortable at the news. Send me your data logs. Let me see this for myself. Alright, send that over to him. He studies the log. Pausing and replaying the various segments of static and distortions, they turn to me with a glow of excitement. These noises, they sound just like echoes of Sentinel events. You've seen them before, of course. Drones that appear from nowhere if you interfere with their precious planets. But this data, it's distorted, inverted. There's a lot to gain if we figure out how the Sentinels appear so quickly. And this portals, perhaps they're the key. Alright. So what do you say? You want to work together on this? Be partners? Sure. If you're going to work with me, we need to expand your base of operations. I'll send you a contact of mine. They'll supply you with what you need. Just remember to be polite. Okay, since I went through actually all of that, you know, in the last series, I'll go ahead and do that in the downtime, actually. I think that'll be better, not to waste all that time on the stream. You know, just doing that, it's pretty much just base building, that's all it is, you know. Build a terminal, go fetch this element. Build a terminal, go fetch this element. See this guy over here, he'll give you this, blah, 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 blah. I mean, those missions are all good, you know, you've seen them like 1,000 times, so they can lose their splendor, you know what I mean? But if you do want to see that, you know, I'll put it in an episode. I mean, I don't mind, but I'd much rather just speed right through most of that stuff. Probably just get us to where we were, which was with the farmer. Because that's, I think, actually the most rewarding right there. Because with the farmer, I mean, once you get everything set up, you can just grow everything you need. You never have to do all this, like, harvesting and stuff like that. I tend to actually harvest frost crystals a lot because I turn them into glass, but that's about it. Okay, so nothing of interest, it looks like. Oh, my scanner picked something up, though. And if you guys don't do that, you should, actually. If you're just doing a cruise and you're looking for stuff, just, I mean, hit your scanner. Anything close will just come up as an unknown building, and it'll give you that little chime. It is easy to miss, though. Got another waypoint. Oh yeah, one thing I did add to the ship is I added a efficient thruster module on there. So now, at least we're not going to be struggling as much when it comes to fuel. It's not going to eat 50% every time we launch. That was a big problem in the last episode, so thankfully a 20% efficiency gain is much appreciated and welcome. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything in here. Let's go ahead and continue forth. Oh, okay. Continue forth, shall we? Alright. So the target is out of the system. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna go back to the base and rearrange a couple things really quick. I'll show you guys actually exactly what I did to it. I think that'll be good. Alright, I just need to find where I put the damn base. Oh, where did I put you? Where did I put you? There you are. No. Okay, hold on. Oh my goodness, why does it do that? Whatever, take me in that direction.
Warning. Threat detected.
I mean, still, to me it just makes no sense whatsoever why there's like nothing close to the icon and it'll drag me halfway across the planet to another spot. Okay, let's see now. We're much closer. Okay, there we go. Jesus. I don't know what actually. I wonder if it's an AI that does that. If it's an AI that actually chooses that, I really am curious about the decision path that it makes, because it must make the most one-dimensional, stupid decisions. You know, as an AI, it's the biggest beef I have with AI right now. It's just so one-dimensional. It has no concept of, you know, human complexity and the different decisions that are made. So it cannot accurately figure out the way that a person is going to make a decision. All right. So as you can see, I just built some solar panels, and I built a 3x3. I kept it inside here exactly the same. Did not move anything, really. I just added a battery, pretty much. I'm probably going to add one more. Just because I actually don't have this building hooked up right now. I probably should and build another battery, but let's get inside the building so the sentinel doesn't see us. How much? I have 20 condensed carbon. That is nowhere near enough. Unfortunately, I cannot build another battery right now, but that's okay. Alright, so let's take stock of what we have. We got plenty of goodies. Let's go ahead and structures, small door, and yeah, that's fine. Door right there. Okay, so all I did was make it a basic 3x3, and if you did not know this, the storage containers will actually snap to these square buildings. So check this out. I'm just going to do this real quick. Tech storage. Let's boom, and then rotate it so that, okay, just boom. Alright. So, because the building is actually not hooked up to power, that's the only reason it's not powered right now. Let's go ahead and do that. Power, and we've got electrical. Well, we'll hook it to this one. Now, I'm not creating all that much power, but with the building powered, and because it's snapped, you can actually access your storage from the inside, and it snaps perfectly to your building, nice and neat. You don't have to worry about it. Right now I'm keeping our glitch and our living glass, and what I'm most likely going to do is I'm going to build an interior staircase on the center cell, make a second floor with probably like a loft area up there, and then I'm going to tear down this wooden building, and from there I'm going to probably build actually a second shack with all of the like batteries and stuff like that. If you look carefully on the floor of these square units, you'll notice 4 small sub-squares. Those actually count as snapping points for things. So, like, let's just say powered industry, power battery. Okay, so a battery will snap to any one of those 4. It makes everything nice and neat, and if you want to cram something away in a small building, you know, it's a good way to tuck it away. And then with the squares, I mean, they fit actually these terminals perfectly. I mean, you could just put one like that, and just have one building with all the terminals and, like, you know, some storage access. But just a quick pointer there. Now that I have this hooked up, the battery is going to drain really fast. As you can see right now, I only have, you know, very little time until this thing starts to deplete on me. So, let's see. So for the terminal, I actually have all of the components ready for it. Let's go ahead and... Okay, I can't snap it to this one. Huh. That's interesting. I would love to snap it right there. But okay. I guess we could snap it right here. Let's go ahead and do that. So boom, we got that. And let's go to general and get our medium refiner build. So this is going to snap in the center. So we can put this pretty much anywhere. I'd probably like to put it right here. We just need 5 dihydrogen jellies, which I should have plenty of. I was harvesting some of that. Yeah, 328. So let's go ahead and just make that right now. 2, 3, 4, 5. And boom. These things don't eat up any power, and now we won't have to waste carbon all over the place with this damn portable one. We will keep it in our inventory though, because you have to. I mean, it's just... If you don't, I mean, I don't know what you're doing. But yeah, let's get the hell out of here, shall we? I do got 5 nav data, but we'll go ahead and save that actually for the next system that we're in. What I'm going to do so I don't waste any launch fuel is I'm going to go ahead and teleport to... let's see... Actually, first, since our target's in another system, I just want to see if it'll show it to us. Okay, it's not going to show it to us. It's probably in a system that we haven't been to. Okay, so if you want to save on your launch fuel, all you got to do is teleport to the actual space station, and then from any space station or landing pad, it's going to cost you 0 launch fuel. So if you don't have the recharger, which I am going to build once, you know, I get a little bit better situated and probably a better ship. It's a good way. Gotta be cheap in this game sometimes, you know. I did check a little bit earlier. The weapon that is on sale over there is not very good, so we're not going to get that. Right now, it's too early for us to really be thinking about getting, you know, like buying mods and stuff like that. And I actually already did, you know, upload everything. Let's go ahead and actually just... okay. So I believe I was on Toyo 26. Yeah, there we go. So we only actually have 2 more to discover there. We already got a rare and the uncommon. We just need 1 rare and a base one. Not bad.
Orbital station coordinates received.
Okay. Oh, nice. This is a Gek system. If we're lucky, we'll get the event right now. Usually you have to be playing for a bit longer, you know, at least about an hour or 2 for the event to pop up. But if we're lucky, it will pop up right now. And we're not lucky. Okay. Oh well. Okay, there's the opening aperture. Damn, this thing handles some shit. Okay. Okay, that one actually looks like it's probably going to be a habitable planet. Nothing yet, though, that's really getting me excited, you know what I'm saying? I want to see some good stuff on this run. Okay, so he's in the back room. Ah, friend, you have arrived as scheduled. The proper permits have been filed and exciting new tools await you. Joy, I have plans to update both base and exosuit. Where is your base sited? What sort of hazard protection meets your needs? Okay, so right now we have toxic protection. I would really love heat protection, especially our planet has boiling rainstorms. Okay, cool. And we get our 15 data. Let's learn some words. And it will be good actually to get those, what do you call them? The milestones for meeting aliens and stuff like that. I mean, it's just nanites, you know? You got it. Oh no, I didn't want to talk to this fool. Okay, yeah. And then we're gonna give him relic. Okay. Is it really you? Forgive me, I've been searching for such a long time. I am contracted to aid you in this and every cycle. Don't worry, everything was paid for a long time ago. It's all quite above board. As the stranger speaks, a smell assaults me, a pheromone infesting my brain, giving me memories of places I never visited, of actions I never took. Of myself in a mirror, aged and alone, of this Gek cradling their fallen brethren, of a bargain made many years from now, a contract signed across the cosmos. The vision ends, and the Overseer remains. The Overseer promises to expand my base, allowing me to recruit other workers and they require construction terminal to get started. Wow, we didn't even have to leave the room. The guy was just right there. That's freaking awesome. That saves us a lot of time. Beautiful. This run is already starting to look pretty good. Come on. There we go. Nice. Okay, and we got the visitor milestone. Cool. What do you got? Let's see this weapon. An A class. Huh. It's got 10 slots. It's much better than what we got now, and it's only 719. I don't know. Should I buy it? Huh. I would prefer something better, but I mean, it's pretty good. And it comes with a blaze javelin module. I've been waiting for a better weapon too. This way I won't have to waste all of my money. I'll at least have something. And this is actually quite a step above what I got. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy it. Now, if you don't do this, you got to. Before, just so we don't have to worry about crafting a bunch of stuff beforehand, anything that you can get resources out of, just disassemble. Okay, so got all that done. And cool. Accept. Nice. Okay. So we got a new multi-tool. Let's move that out of the way since we don't even have the blaze javelin installed. Let's get our boltcaster installed. I just need one more carbon nanotube. Nice. Okay. Mining beam. Got the scanner. I can do the waveform recycler. I just need some magnetized ferrite. 4 glass for that. We need nanotube seal and 2 wiring looms for the advanced mining laser. Yeah, let's see if they actually just sell all this stuff so we don't have to craft it. If they just sell all this stuff, where's the sales terminal? There it is. If they sell all this stuff, great. Okay, so I need 2 wiring looms. Jesus. Yes, they have carbon nanotubes.
Products received.
No hermetic seals, but that's fine. Okay, so let's craft ourselves. That's not fun, I guess. Let's see if the other terminal actually has a hermetic seal. That'd be great if it does. Okay, so let me just...
Technology installed.
Okay, never forget to check the table. Oh, yes, and I forgot to check this guy's desk here. Yes, he does have one. And I'm going to check actually right now, see if we have access to the mission board. That'll be great if we do. There's a bunch of Gek fools here that I can learn some words from. That's kind of boring though. I'll do that in the off time. I think that'll be better. Okay. Let's see. You got cobalt mirrors. You do have a hermetic seal.
Products
Beautiful.
received. And if we actually don't plan on this, we can disassemble the mass accelerator for the Blaze Javelin and just, you know, get what it's made out of. Cool, we have access to it. Okay, so we can only do Gek and mercenaries on this one. So let's see, we got kill 11 creatures. We can do that over time. That shouldn't be a problem. Probably going to run into a lot of predators, or we can also do the monstrosities as well to finish that one. And then raid a planetary harvester. That shouldn't be too hard. Cool. We don't have any rank yet, so no point talking to the envoy. Let's go ahead and redeem our navigation data. Navigational data received.
Okay, let's see what's in this system. Okay, so we found a manufacturing facility. Just gonna drop this in the cargo so we have a little bit more space. I still have 2 maps, but I'll go ahead and hold on to those. I do now have this thermal protection mod, so that is great actually.
Technology recharge.
I will get the bonus if I go ahead and link it with this system. I will lose space over here though, unless I move these into the back, which I think I'll do, yeah. Okay. That there. And alright, cool. So now we get our stack bonuses and we have access to that. So we got a monolith. Nothing. Transmission tower. And an abandoned building. Okay, cool. That's a good start on what is around here. I believe actually now we should probably go back to the anomaly. Let's go ahead and actually check. No, it looks like we're gonna have to go back to our base in order for us to activate it. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Since I have actually a mission open here, it'll be really easy to actually figure out which system I'm gonna have to warp back to. We'll just go ahead and use our base teleporter to get ourselves back over here. Okay, so to my first shack.
That. Yeah, I love that hammerhead look, especially with the vertical slit eyes. Those look really, really cool. Okay, so expand staff at your new home. Let's see, and let's go ahead and return to the Overseer. Alright, so you have so much to learn, so much to see, and this place will be our home amidst the infinite. Take this glass, and let starlight flood into our jolly home. Alright, cool. And you can either put it in the refiner and do it, or you can actually just, you know, manually craft it. I mean, if you put it in the refiner, it just takes so long, and there's no point, you know. It's not like silicate powder, you just don't have to. Everything pours through the glass in the end, but there's time enough for that. There are other things that we have to do. If you prepare chromatic metal, I will use it to calibrate a science terminal suitable for a Korvax entity. Korvax have suffered terribly at the hands of my people. Be kind to them, I beg you. Okay, the Overseer asked me to gather chromatic metal in preparation for the recruitment of a Korvax scientist. Cool. And a good thing I already have some in the ship. So, speaking of the ship, while I am completing all of these Overseer, you know, things, I'm just going to stick this in here and let it process. There we go. Okay. There you are again, traveler. I'm sure you have acquired the materials I need. The Overseer speaks strangely, implying that we have performed this encounter before. I have no memory of such meetings. I asked who paid them for this service. They are performing for me. They laugh and claim that my child did many years from now. I do not know what they're talking about. The Overseer asked me for the chromatic metal. Perfect, friend. I knew you would succeed. Just what I need to finish the science terminal plans. Alright, I just need magnetized ferrite to go ahead and complete that. We have littered the universe in our greed, traveler. This planet is no exception, but there is much that can be done with the litter. Make your way to an abandoned structure and harvest the data from the terminals. I shall use it to fashion us plans for a storage container. Okay. And you might see me add words here and there and stuff like that. It's mainly just because it just makes these sentences make more sense. Whoever did this just didn't really pay attention all that well in English class, so you won't regret it, friend. I've marked you a site that seems to be ripe for exploitation. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can actually build this science terminal. Okay, I will be able to in a second. Cool. So that's already 75% done. Our ship is back there, and I can pretty much have this lower level just be kind of their thing, along with, you know, like the refiner, storage, stuff like that, and just let their terminals be down here, and then I can make my main space upstairs and just have, like, yeah, either an interior stairway, or I can actually just have an outside stairway leading up, and then I can link actually larger buildings to this as well. There's a lot that you can do with it. If I do start up in my other file, I can actually show you guys. It's pretty cool once you get everything worked out. You know, you can make some really actually livable looking structures, which are pretty cool. Most of mine I have uploaded into the servers. So if you guys do actually end up ever coming across one of my bases, usually my bases are fully equipped with pretty much everything that you can grow, all of the refining equipment, all of pretty much anything that you would need. And I try to make it look as nice as possible too. So we're going to do that with this as well, but we won't waste time with that right now. We just got 15 more seconds to go, and then I can just dump this into making some magnetized ferrite. Okay. The 3x3 is not all that big when you get inside, but it is about twice the size of a standard square building, so. Okay, so that gives us 208 in that stack. Wow. All of that. I mean, I actually had, first starting out before I built this, somewhere around about, I think just about 1,300 rusted metal. And I used all of it on this. It's amazing. I mean, and these things aren't even that expensive. They're only 200 per square, you know. Crazy how fast these resources go sometimes, you know. Okay, so while that's going into pure ferrite, we got, okay, 2 more there. I can't build the battery until I get 100 condensed carbon, so we're SOL on that for right now. We've got our hazard protection, which is great. I'm not going to follow this any longer. We're going to go ahead and loot some stuff, make some money, all that kind of stuff. I just really want to get the terminal built so that if we happen to, you know, be close to the system that we have to go to and it's got some cool stuff in it, that we can just go. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I do want to, let's see, the taboo thing in the whole kind of storyline of this is to follow, I guess, the Atlas path. We can actually do that. And actually, once we go one step further with this, we can go ahead and grab some more Quicksilver as well. I just want to do that. Okay, so that leaves us with 208 that we can process, and it'll only take us a minute, literally. Okay, the one inconvenient thing I found about this planet is that these aggressive sentinels are really aggressive. I mean, I have plenty of bases on aggressive sentinel worlds. The sentinels here are freaking aggressive. Aggressive to the point where I actually had one chase me across the lake right there. Across the entire distance of the lake. Kind of strange, I'm not used to that. Okay, just gotta wait for that to be done. I'm figuring once I actually build the deck, I'll go ahead and start putting the glitches on the deck. I do love decorating my bases with those things. I think they look awesome. Especially the light pillars. The light pillars are the best ones, right? Those cubes, though, are a close second. I do love the way that those cubes look. Alright, so now we got enough. Right. So we'll just build it right there. Cool. And once we recruit this Korvac scientist, actually, I believe we complete this part of the mission. Cool. Okay, so this is where we were. Let's go ahead and start from here and go from there. Let's start from here and go from there. That makes sense, right? I think so. I think it does. It might be repetitive. Now it's going to lead us out of here. First, actually, since I redeemed some maps, let's go ahead and kind of pay... Oh, this is a plated planet. Definitely we can pick up more glitches here. A hexagonal planet, yeah. Okay, so we might have to do a little bit of glitch hunting down there. And on those planets, it's kind of hard to do it. A blighted planet? Okay. What else do we got? This is where it gave me all the data for. Decaying nuclear planet, alright. Got a Forsaken planet with copper, rusted metals, and sodium. Forsaken, I believe that's an airless world. Alright. Yeah, let's do a little glitch hunting. Why not? I want to see actually where it's going to send us for this one. Where is it sending us? Okay, it's sending us to that planet. Alright. Okay. Well, let's check this out. Love the way these look. Alright. So the glitches that we're going to find on this planet are actually like little plated bushes, which look pretty cool. And the dominant life form usually on this planet that I've seen is the type where it's the subterranean one, and it just looks like a bunch of tiny little bushes popping up when it, passes by. Alright. Okay. So, let's take our photo. I think that'll be a good screenshot for the episode right there. Thumbnail. And let's see, okay. So age old, root structure independent, it's non-existent. Oh shit, okay. And it's made of carbon and oxygen. Okay. Anomalous. Nutrients or time threads. That is an interesting description. Time threads. Never heard of that. I mean, I always read these descriptions, and I've actually never heard that before. Time threads. Okay, there's a bunch of gravitinos. Cool, the life form is right here. Oh, a couple of them. Okay, so irregular. Wait, okay, so exotic, unafraid, foliage is its food, and what does that have to say about it? It's got poor skin. Okay. Okay, and yeah, these minerals on this planet, aside from the regular rocks that you see in like the cave biomes, are really hard to spot. There's usually only the two types though. Man, no, that's gravitinos. I want a glitch. Where's a question mark? Give me a question mark somewhere. Nah, just gravitinos, unfortunately. We're gonna have to do a little bit of hunting. Okay. So I want to get more condensed carbon so we can go ahead and build that damn battery. And while we're at it, we might as well mine this dihydrogen. I did waste most of it making those jellies, so... Oh, there's one right there. Alright. So here's the glitch on this planet. The easiest way to spot it visually is actually just look at these kind of like stalks. They're always going to be more of a red color than
the other ones. So they are, though, going to be clustered usually in these like groups, and they are most of the time pretty hard to spot. Even in my other file, I don't really have a lot of them. I only think I have like 3 or 4. Just because they're kind of sporadic and they are hard to see. And before we leave, I am going to grab some Gravitinos just so we have a little bit of money for later. I just want to hunt a few more glitches, though. Okay, so nothing that I can see immediately. Wow, these life forms are abundant here. Okay, so nothing close by. Yeah, and what's weird is once you get into the cave biome is remarkably like exactly the same as every other cave that you're gonna get into. So you're gonna find usually, I'd say, 2 to 3 types of minerals. In this case, okay, we got the cobalt type, and we've got the carbon type. From there, it looks like we got, okay, 1 type. There might be 2 types of mushrooms here. We will have to see. And it looks like that's it. Let me turn on my flashlight and see if we're missing anything here. Is this a plant? No. Alright. Kind of strange to be exploring the subterranean portion of a weird world like this, but you know what? We might find some stuff we need. There's a bunch of hazardous flora down here. It would be a very easy way to stock up on sodium and oxygen while I'm here. All in all, a pretty uneventful cave. And I believe actually right in front of us, if I look up, I believe that's a way out. Looked kind of like it, but no. Alright, so we're gonna have to go out the same way that we came in. At least this time we're not underwater, so I'm not gonna die. Isn't that great? I just hope I can make it all the way up. If not, well, no, I'm not gonna be able to make it all the way up, I don't think. Okay, so instead, we're gonna use our mining beam to go ahead and get up. Or, oh, wow, I didn't build the terrain manipulator on this thing yet, I don't think. Multi-tool, I did not. My bad. Okay, I need 2 carbon nanotubes and a dihydrogen gel.
Product constructed. Product constructed.
Okay. Well, at least we have enough condensed carbon for what we need. That is cool. Okay. Alright. Alright, cool. So, at least we're not going to die from falling damage. Ooh, and we don't have a lot of oxygen. That's not good, and that sentinel is looking for me. Okay, I think we're in the clear. Let me see if I could get this oxygen plant. Oh, damn it. I hate doing that. Okay, where was the oxygen? It was right over here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Exactly what I needed. Nice. Yeah, as you can see, like I said before, these glitches are really rare here. It is hard to find them for some reason. Don't really know why they don't spawn it more, but it makes the hunt a little bit more interesting. Okay, more Gravitinos. Wow. None. Okay. I'll look for just a tiny bit longer, and then if I don't find any, we're out. Freaking sentinels. Come on. Recharge them. I don't know, maybe it's because he's got short legs that he runs so damn slow. Jeez, go, 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 come on. I can't wait to get those freaking jump packs installed. Although, having those installed does add an extra risk of killing yourself from jumping off of something a little bit too high. Wow, okay. So it does not look like we're going to find any more of these stable glitches around here, unfortunately. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to head a little bit more this way. I'm going to call my ship in, just make sure I'm close to the Gravitinos that I'm going to snag, and then we're going to get those and get out of here. Okay, so we're near some Gravitinos. Alright. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, how far is my ship from us? Where is my ship? Okay, there it is. 1,000? Oh my god. Alright. So, I guess we're running back. After I mine this copper, find some oxygen on the way back. That looks like, yeah, sodium nitrate. Alright, cool. He's distracted by that. We could run away this way. Alright. He caught our scent. Damn it. I'm very glad we built that life support module because, geez, I cannot imagine running all this way without it. Come on.
Okay, cool. Finally.
Life support power.
Okay. So that has cobalt. What is that? Ferrite dust and oxygen. I'll take it. It's just a tiny bit of oxygen. I'll take it. I do not want to die for a stupid reason. All just because we are glitch hunting, you know?
Technology recharging.
Right in my path, really? Alright. Okay, we have evaded them once again. And I'm running regular speed because I do not want my life support draining to the point where I got nothing before we get back to the ship. How far are we? We're still 284. Okay. We're bound to find something other than hydrogen. But it don't look like it. It's blocking my path. Wow. You know, at night, this place looks so cool. The way everything glows, especially. That looks so awesome. Nope. No glitches in the area. Okay, hold up. Don't want to die. Let's get the little bit of oxygen that's going to come out of that.
Technology recharging.
There's a stable one right there. And what do you know? It's right next to some gravitinos. We could just grab that and then run straight to the ship and then bolt. Nice. Alright, he kind of headed the other way. I might as well get these condensed carbon crystals because he's going to run after me the second I grab these anyway. Boom. Alright, let's go. And yes, I was prepared this time. We actually do have fuel. Okay, so we don't want to leave the atmosphere just yet. Give them a little bit of time. Stop searching. But cool. So we got two of these glitches. Let's see exactly what they're called. I like to be exact. They're called hex plate bushes. But they look very, very interesting. Can't wait to drop those. Okay, so we got 5 more seconds. Okay, so we'll drop that in there. We're gonna sell these. We got some copper, thankfully, and we got a tetra cobalt. I did. Oh, you know what? One thing I do want to do before we leave, though. It shouldn't affect anything, but I do want to check out to see where the distress beacon is on this planet. There's guaranteed to be one, so we might as well go ahead and just do a search for it. And while we're at it, let's just do a quick look around. There's... ass. Oh, yes, and I forgot. I'm low on life support, so I can't be dicking around. Okay, there's an oxygen plant there, so I might as well just grab these. Okay, and I do have inventory space, so... Alright, cool. At least I could run. Jeez. Cool, and they are slow as snails. Let's get out of here. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. I almost did it. I almost did it. Can you believe that? I almost did it when I just said it. I just said it. Oh. I would have felt stupid if I took off without doing this. Alright, so there she is, right over there. Okay, so we'll check this out, and then if it's, you know, if it's nothing like usual when it comes to these, we will just head out and do our thing. Hopefully, though, we can get the freighter to just manually spawn in. I am going to try to do that. It's like I'd say only about a 25% chance, but we might be able to get it done. The one good thing about this, though, right here, is we're guaranteed that there's going to be oxygen. At least 4 oxygen plants for us to harvest. So that will help out nicely. I'm going to just move 10 of these gravitinos in here so we have a little space. And I am going to run out of launch fuel, so I might as well just make it now. Okay. Let's see. Is it? Yep. Okay. As usual, it's nothing. It's just one of the Atlas points, but, you know, oh well. You always gotta check. Cool. Just needs pure ferrite. Yeah, definitely I'll take this rusted metal when it needed. Cool. And we got enough condensed carbon for at least like 2 or 3 batteries. That's awesome. Okay, boundary separation. Cool, I'm just gonna kind of blast through this. It's the same exact message every time, so no point. And there we are. There it is. Right there. Let's get ourselves out of here.
Technology recharge.
Okay. So, give me just a second. I just gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Like, yeah, give me a second.
Okay, sorry about that. That's what I get for chugging down an energy drink right before going on stream, right? My bad. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Alright. So the planetary... Okay. What is it that we are trying to do right now? Okay, raid a planetary harvester and steal the data. Okay. Seeing this makes you wish you were born, like, maybe a few hundred years from now. Something like this could actually happen. It'd be awesome. This is, like, probably the best thing about this game. I love the fact that you could just look at a planet and you can go there. And these distances, they also feel actually somewhat real when you're doing the pulsing. I mean, if it was, again, real, it would, I mean, the distance would be far, far vaster than all of this. I mean, when you think in relative terms, Mars usually takes, what, like 20 minutes for a message each way, or just depending on how far it is from us at that particular time. That's at the speed of light, which is close to, you know, what... speed of light is what, like 900, over 900,000 kilometers per second. Nice. Alright.
Technology recharge.
Okay. Inventory management is going to become very, very interesting for us. Now, this is first contact on this planet, so it would be nice to scan a bunch of stuff, but not limited to this mission. I've got to figure out, though, how I'm going to free up some inventory space. All my hazard protection is taken up. I can deploy this on the side, but then I'm going to lose it. I don't really need the nav data, surprisingly.
Okay, and other than that, I pretty much need everything else in my inventory. I might actually just get rid of this Corvax casing. I'll probably do that. Yeah, screw it. Don't really need it. Okay. We'll scan the animals though. Okay. Oh no, they already spotted me. Oh no, they're like all over me. There we go. Download data. There we are. Mission complete. Okay, and just like how I highlighted before, we don't really got to worry about anything except the dogs. We just got to wait until everybody settles down just a tad. There we go. And now we can leave. And thankfully this is not a aggressive sentinel planet, so we don't have to worry about them bothering us while we're just doing a little scan. I'm not going to get everything, I'm just going to get the big stuff that's right here and then we'll get out. No doubt I'm going to end up coming back here. Is there anything else? I think maybe just these right here. Okay. And I think that'll do it. I think that's enough for now. And that's pretty much all the major stuff that we can see. Cool. Okay, so that is that mission done. Beautiful. I think I just saw something in that crevice. Did I? Just a knowledge stone. Okay. Nothing really important. Okay, so it doesn't look like anything in the immediate area. Okay. I think we're safe to go. Let's, okay. Let's go ahead and get the Korvax scientists so we can go ahead and actually just get those Quicksilver from the Nexus, and then we'll check to see if the mission refresh there for our daily mission.
Navigational data received.
Oh, really? It's telling us someplace in this system. Beautiful. Oh, yes. The Overseer did want us to go ahead and get those plans. I believe it's taking us there. Screw it, just take me to the planet, I'll figure it out. There we go, finally. Hopefully we can snag ourselves. I can, though, get rid of that. That gives us one slot. Okay. So just in case, what I'm going to go ahead and do. We have predators here.
Radiation protection falling.
Ooh, mean looking sucker. Velociraptor. Okay. Yeah, that's my one inventory slot right there. Okay, so the place the Overseer has led me has long since fallen into disrepair. Its panels buried beneath the same oily, pulsating fauna that I've seen before in long-abandoned buildings. The air is fetid and damp. I power up the terminal with little hope of success, but to my surprise, it buzzes noisily and springs to life. Cool. Got our data that we needed. Our little tour around the building. Cool. We get a word from the encyclopedia. Awesome. Don't bother trying to scan those. You can't. And let's see. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this. That'll give us enough space to go ahead and try to snag an egg. Okay. So here goes nothing. Oh, come on! My inventory was not full. Whatever, let's get out of here. What did it fill up with? Oh, wow, it filled up with 2 oxygen. Whatever. At least that's useful. Right? Okay, so we just need to return to the Overseer for that. Let's see what system it wants us
to go ahead and snag up this scientist. Now, since it is a quest, usually again, because of the rules of this, we aren't going to be traveling to these systems normally, but because of the nature of the quest, we do have to travel to a Korvax system, so we're going to do that right now. Okay, so the Korvax system is here. Let's go. And it should, right after we complete this, give us the mission to go ahead and update Nada and Polo over at the anomaly, and we can get our due rewards. So we got 2 frozen planets in this system. Good. Well, let's get us a Korvax scientist who, I guess since we're a Firstborn Gek player, this is going to be our what? This is like our Korvax technology slave? Yes, he is our slave. Okay. Yeah, why not? Again, we're not trying to spend too much money right now. Let's go ahead and just get our main inventory open. And plus, I mean, the main inventory is versatile. You can use it for both technology and items, so. So the guy we gotta talk to is on the other side. We have 75 carbon and we have 195 condensed carbon. Okay, unknown life form, I passed my test. I am free to explore. Free to pursue my passion for structural analysis. Do you have a base? A science terminal? Think of all that might be done. Korvax is happy, overjoyed to see me. They seem to have just completed some rite of passage for their species, necessitating them to go out into the universe and pursue their interests. The scientist offers to join my base if I provide them with a science terminal. Cool. Let's see, what do I need to sell? I need to sell the Gravitinos, I'll sell the Vortex Cube, the Luminium, and those. Okay, cool. Sell items. Let's see. Gravitino, Vortex, and Luminium. Okay. And I was actually thinking the Overseer is going to ask me for a Gravitino ball. I will keep one. Okay, I don't really... I can't actually see what the Mercenary Guild has for jobs in this system. Nope, we don't get any Mercenary Guild missions here.
And since I am not going to be exploring this system, let's go ahead and get out of here. My first shack. We are going to have to rename this at some point. I was thinking something like the Hive or, something of that nature. We'll see, though. We shall see. Okay, so it looks like the battery is out of power. While we are here in the shack, let's go ahead and power. Let's get another battery built. Okay, so she's wired up. Building has no power, but it does not matter. Let's talk to the Korvax here. A fine base, traveler. As of course benefits your honorable status, O Korvax shall be happy here. Korvax is brimming with enthusiasm. Neither their shell nor walls of my base seem to contain them. Welcome, sir. And we get our blueprints. You messed up. I'm gonna laze you just like that, okay? You saw your terminal? I'm gonna laze you. You got a target for an eye, just telling you. Alright, so he wants marrow bolts. Well, he's showering me with esteem right now because I am the Gek Firstborn, and if he doesn't, I'm gonna... I just said that I was gonna laze him right in the frickin' face. You heard me, right? Right in the face. Okay. So, as you can see, report to Apollo in space. That should actually refresh this. Okay. Not quite yet. Maybe we actually have to talk to Apollo first for it to refresh. Oh yes. While we're at it and while we're here, we shall, though, do this. There we go. You're back. So, I'm so glad, friend. I will extract the storage blueprints as soon as I have the data. Okay. Here's your blueprint, as promised. A trivial task. Their code was just sitting there to be manipulated. Alright, so now we can pretty much surround, actually, this area with just the storage terminals, but I don't want to make this place too ugly, you know? Okay, I should let the Gek get on with their business. Okay, I'm not sure it was supposed to say that, actually. It's supposed to refresh and tell me to go see the Overseer again. There we go. Things are going well, but it will not be long before violence follows us here. It's inevitable. Okay. If he had some microprocessors, it's a good thing I have a whole lot in my inventory right now. I have 7 actually. That's beautiful. Oh, while I am here, I should actually do this because finding this is going to take a while. Alright, I trust our new Korvax friend was helpful. They are merely the start of our merry band. Are you ready to take the next step? Yes, I am, sir. Give him the microprocessors. You have done so well. I'm so very happy. Okay, so we need magnetized ferrite to go ahead and complete that.
I just need to convert the copper, actually. It's a great thing I mined it. Now imagine this friend of life form displeases you. You punish it, reward it, reshape it. In time, it will do anything you want it. So it is with the sentinels and their attacks, but no more. Now we shall train the trainers. And he wants pugnium. And I believe I have plenty of that as well. Cool. So let's just wait for it to refresh. Okay, so it wants me to go ahead and build the weapons terminal. Let's put away our glitches for now. That frees up one spot for us. Beautiful. Beautiful. 76, and how much do I have? I have 31. I should actually have enough for the terminal. I just need to refine this. Okay. Do you have the pugnium, sir? Yes, I do. Well, Broker Ond presents me with a reward as I knew they would. Friend, there is another matter. I gave you means to create a weapons terminal, did I not? Yet I see no Vakeen in attendance. Does my help mean so little to you that you would tarry so? You must recruit an armorer before we can proceed. Alright. And we got movement module. Nice, nice, nice. That will work well with our jetpack. Okay, let's go ahead and install that actually. Let's move the translator into the general inventory, and then we shall put her right there. Bam. And that gives us 15% to our sprint distance and 121% to jetpack. Not the greatest mod, but you know, it's a free module. What can you do? Can't argue with free, you know what I'm saying? At least until you get enough money. Okay, so we got 7 nav data, and we've got some rusted metal that we've got to process, but I'll go ahead and do that off screen for you guys so you don't have to deal with it again. Once we get this viscous fluid out of here, I'm not going to refine it any further because it's going to take way too long, and again, I don't want to waste your guys' time. That's what I'm here for, right? Okay, so we'll put that in the starship. Let's go ahead and dump our... Well, first and foremost, actually, I want to get the tetracobalt refined because ionized cobalt is something that I'm going to need to fix the machinery that I come across in the lands that we explore. So yeah, having ionized cobalt in the inventory is always a good idea. I usually actually have a 500 stack in cargo. We will get our next slot, I believe, in cargo, so we can go ahead and hold more stuff. I would like to be able to just put, you know, like all of my ferrite and stuff back here. We're almost capped up on sodium, but usually when I reach 500 on sodium, I just start refining it into sodium nitrate. I find that the sodium nitrate actually burns through really, really fast. Alright. So, tech, specialists, terminals, weapons. Alright, so we can actually just put it right next to him. And actually, we can put it in front of the door too. That's nice. Let's go ahead and actually just put it right here. Cool. Alright, so we got that built. All we gotta do is hire the armorer, which we're not gonna do right now. I think we are pretty much good to go. Let's go ahead and just use the base teleporter.
And now that I have 2 batteries, I think this should do us fine. This should give us, what, 90 KP, I believe? Which is not too shabby. Okay. So let's return to the mission agent, get our reward. We'll go into space, and then from there we will... let's see, once we're in space, yeah, we'll summon the anomaly, and we'll cash in on all of our data that we have. Oh yeah, and just FYI, the teleporters are still a little bit bugged. Earlier today, though, I did get a great perk from it. I got, I got 5 free planetary charts out of it, so that was pretty cool. Okay, so hunt low-level pirates to increase Gek standing. We can go ahead and do that. And I still have the mercenary mission open. Cool. I swear, these are the ugliest ships. I'm so glad that usually those things don't spawn in as like S's and stuff like that. I love the way the other ones look though. Okay. Okay, how's the base? Make sure you hire a few staff with it. What are the units, if not to assert dominance over your fellow life forms? Hell yeah. But on to more important things. If you're going to work with me, your equipment needs to be in good condition. We can't have you dying out there, not yet at least. You can find nanite clustered at abandoned buildings and other damaged machines. Ironically, really, the same structures the Sentinels destroyed will lead to their deaths. Okay, trade these nanite clusters with merchants and space stations and get the technology you need. Oh, one last thing. Take this personal force field blueprint. You're going to need it. Consider it a gift, my little investment in our partnership. Cool. So we can now install a personal force field. That is beautiful. But first, let's take care of this pirate. Got a magnetized ferrite out of it. Alright, that's useful. That's useful. Okay, so that mission is done. Got that. Now let's see. I wonder when it is going to refresh. It should have actually already refreshed, but it's okay. Let's call in the anomaly. Collect our rewards for our milestones and get the salvage data redeemed. I'm probably gonna cut the stream, and I'd say probably about 30 to 45 minutes. I don't want to stay on too long like we did last time. But you never know. I mean, if we're on a roll, if we're having good luck, you know, who am I to say that we're going to stop when we expect, right? So we got 15 to spend. Let's go into the tech. We could get our large refiner.
but we are going to get that for free anyways. I much rather would get this landing pad. And what we are going to do, I want this trade terminal as well, so we are going to have to research the save beacon. That unlocks this tier right here, but we do need 5 and we only have 4. Now for the rest, I am going to go with the cuboid curve wall, and we'll go with the interior wall. Alright. So we got our landing pad. I love those things, honestly. The only thing I hate about it is when somebody takes your parking spot and they just sit there. Okay, and is that it for what we can buy, actually? We've got 324, not quite enough for that, but cool. Now we got the A-level translator. Okay. So let's go ahead and unpin it. Maybe it is after actually I install the force field that it will. I'm just gonna need a wiring kit and that's it. Like, you know, most annoyingly expensive thing that's only found in like, you know, a few places. Nice. Okay, what is it? Hunt danger. Ooh. This one is fun, but the only problem is that my ship is just not up to par to go ahead and go up against that. It's going to be 3 waves of pirates pretty much. If he initializes it, I'll probably go in a group. That'll be safe for me, but otherwise, I don't think I'm going to do it with my current ship. No weapon upgrades, no shield upgrades yet. No, thank you. Okay, cool. We got free inventory slots. Nice.
No free slots in ship inventory.
Except for in the ship, but that's another story. And actually, hey, we get to cash in our mission too. That's awesome. Okay. The only thing I really want to get rid of is this aluminium. I'm gonna save the nav data for the next system. Okay. So there's the aluminium. Let's go ahead and buy our wiring loom.
Product received.
There we go. It's installed. Alright. Now, okay. And we might as well collect the nanites. I think it'll be worthwhile.
Units received.
Alright. I want to get this Gek standing up as quickly as possible. Collect 250 chromatic metal. No thanks, I'm not going to do that mission. Chromatic metal is just too important to me at this stage of the game. Maybe later. Okay, so where is it telling us to go? Over here. Let's go. Holy shit. Did you just see that? It just moved me an entire planet's width.
Okay, let's try this again. Okay, see where I'm pointing. I'm pointing about 3/4 of a planet's width away. There we go. And now it targets the correct place. What the heck is that? Seriously. I mean, that's gotta be fixed. That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. That's just laziness on a programmer's part, honestly. I don't think I've ever seen a game that has a worse targeting system when it comes to the destination of where you want to go. But, oh well. To tell you the truth, it is 1,000 times better than original build anyways, so... And hey, it's still a fun game. So, yeah. I mean, I am a fan of sandbox games, and originally this game was like, you know, honestly the equivalent of a, like, you know, a lower class game, something like, I would say like early access Subnautica. That's what the quality of it was. But thankfully the game is very, very much better now. Okay, I already visited this place, but okay. Actually, yeah, I totally tried to grab one of those eggs, but couldn't. I have the space now, though, so I can. Okay. Test input panel. Machine remains unresponsive. Okay, so now I just have to collect nanites. It was just pointing me here. Okay. Cool. So let's go ahead and use our signal booster, see if we can find like a shelter or a minor settlement, something like that. Those are guaranteed to at least have some. Okay, another abandoned building. That's actually quite a ways away. Okay. Really? At least this time I have resources to do this. If you could see me right now, my eyes are rolling so hard. Okay. So... So, 2 abandoned buildings right next to each other. Let's hope the swarm actually does not come out here. Okay, there's the entrance. Oh, oops. Okay. I glimpsed the crimson orb between the clouds, a vast and baleful eye, unblinking and monstrous. Fear turned the blood in my veins to ice. I was so afraid it would see me, but then the clouds moved and it was gone. I was no longer certain if it had ever been real. Perhaps the fungal deposits from the last world I visited are still clogging my exosuit vents, affecting my cognition somehow. I've cleaned my filters 6 times now, but I still feel it inside me. Nice. So he is seeing visions of the Atlas.
part's too far away, I think, to try and snag an egg, so I don't think we're going to do that.
Radiation protection falling.
Maybe. Wait, hold on. Do I have enough distance to run? My shield is up. Let's do it. Okay. Oh no! Come on, go, 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 go! Ooh. Alright, so that's 2. Beautiful. Okay, so now it's just telling us to go into space and locate a merchant. Cool.
Hostile scan detected. Warning. Threat detected. Hostile ships approaching.
And, okay, at least that helped us out a little bit on our chromatic metal problem that we were having. Okay, let us continue what we were doing.
Technology recharge.
Yes, nice. And we have a rank 3 already with the Gek. This is pretty cool. Gotta love those pirates, and especially the higher level the pirate, the higher respect level that you get from the race that controls the system. So once I do have a decent ship, I do like going after the elites. The elites are a lot of fun to go up against, especially because they're usually in a group. See, I would say 2 to 5 is usually what I run into, and their ships are really nice. Like, they handle like a dream. I wish I could get my ships to handle that well. I struggle to keep up sometimes. But if you play your cards right, it's not all that hard, especially if you have a positron ejector, because the positron ejector is the best gun to have, and anybody who says differently does not know what they're talking about. Okay, cool. So we gave him 60, and he gave us an A-class boltcaster. That's nice. That is very nice, actually. Cool. That gives us ooh, okay, ricochet and everything. Nice. Okay, so it tells us to go ahead and make contact with Apollo. I am going to do that. Let me just go ahead and sell the stuff that I got for destroying the ship, which would be this Herox here, and I want to get rid of these larval cores as well. Okay, ooh, 140 for those two. Not bad at all.
Okay, so let's see. So the "you are not alone" signal came through again. I know you, traveler. I know where you've been. I know where you're going. There is no need to hurry. You will find us when the time is right. Okie dokie. Alright, are you ready? Make sure you are. This job isn't going to be a small one. You might not be heading back to that base of yours in a while. Okay, good. Let the hunt begin. I've detected a Korvax installation on that world of yours. The interference in your transmissions is a giveaway. It might be disguised in the style of another species, but don't be fooled. The synthetics delight in espionage. You're a robot too, bro. I wouldn't be a hypocrite if I were you. Well, I feel sorry for you for turning yourself into a cyborg, bro. No need to feel sorry. I got my revenge when the time came. What's done is done. So, start from the hypothesis that the Sentinels use the portals to get around. How do they activate it? We need to observe, we need to summon them, and what better way than to attack a Korvax facility? I say facility, they say factory, because facility makes better sense. It fits more than one type of structure. They're both robotic life forms. Too much in common. Too much coincidence. Enter the factory and hack the terminal within. If we gain data about the Sentinels, good. If not, we'll summon enough of them to trace any energy spikes in that world of yours. The portholes will be ours in no time. Okay, so let's check. Okay, it's still not refreshing to the next stage, so it looks like we have to continue with it. Where is he telling us to go? Okay, it's in this system at least. Let's do it. I always love green planets, they look so cool. Amazing that those are just trillions upon trillions upon trillions of tiny little pieces of ice and rock. Where are we going? Like halfway across the universe or something? This is one hell of a pulse. Jeez, burning like a quarter tank of gas on this pulse. This looks familiar. I might have actually been here before. But then again, these places, yeah, I have been here before. The one good thing about being in a place like this before and it sends you here again is that the door is already blown open, so you don't have to worry about alerting the Sentinels.
What? Wow, I need chromatic metal. I got some in the ship at least, but jeez. That's a bit of an ask right there, man. Okay, and that's just pure ferrite. Cool. Okay, the terminal houses an upgrade module for my exosuit. However, I find few clues for Apollo. It seems the Korvax within left this world many days ago, apparently recalled on a priority transmission to their species flotilla. Something has them worried. This place seems to have been more than just a factory. It was home to the Korvax who lived within its walls. It appears that they were experimenting with autonomy from their collective. One of the internal sensors has reported my movement within the facility. It shows me footage of the vents at my feet. There's something in here with me. Okay. Oh yes, the small hairy creature. My scanner tells me the creature is gravely ill and it will die. Well, yeah, let's euthanize it. Move on from the factory complex. And they are alerted, but it's okay. We're leaving anyways. See ya! Oh, yeah, I forgot. Let me just enter the atmosphere real quick.
Hostile ships approaching.
It's still on my ass. It's still on my ass. And it's got good aim, actually. Nice, and we got some explosive drones out of that. Alright, good work. Your attack on the facility paid off. I reported countless signal flares when the Sentinels started to appear. Energy streams sparked beneath the planet's surface, moving from monolith to monolith. We must be on the right track. Examine these structures. They're all linked. I know it. I'll attune your scanner to the Sentinel energy signals. We shall soon have our prey. Good luck. I'll speak to you on the other side. Okay. All we gotta do is scan once we get back into space. Nice. Right.
Hostile scan detected.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, let's get out of here.
Hostile ships approaching.
Okay, I believe we're out of combat range. Cool. Alright. Nice. Okay, so we got the ley line. Cool. Alright, so it finally refreshed, and now we can go ahead and redeem 80 nanites and 150 quicksilver If I can find where the station is. It's right there. Wow, that glitch planet right there looks really, really strange. It almost looks like lizard skin from here. Very interesting. Oh yeah, quarter tank of gas, I forgot.
Hostile scan detected.
First Sentinels and now Pirates, nice.
Warning. Threat detected. Hostile ships approaching.
Easy as always, right? Okay, so where's the anomaly? It should be like right here. I spawned it like right next to the station, so it should be right here. Okay, so it says it should be right in front of me pretty much. Ah, there it is, right there. Already got the pants. I'm thinking next the shoes, then the gloves, then we'll go for the helmet. And we got one other person in the Nexus. Alright. Okay, Helios, got anything for me? Nope. But we did get some milestones, so we'll get something out of this, I know. Okay. And there's no way in hell I would ever trade storm crystals for nanites. I mean, storm crystals are worth so much. I mean, that's a big ask. Storm crystals for just a few nanites. Okay, do we have any data that we gotta get rid of? No, we don't. Let's get our nanites before we spend them. Okay. So, priest entity nada. What new knowledge, traveler? Is Apollo entity known to you? Well, alright. A traveler entity that is not known to Nada, yet they know Artemis entity, who themselves no longer recalls Nada. You bring news that alarms Nada. What else does our home fail to see? He looks troubled. They retreat into themselves. Well, Polar Friend has kept us safe. Nada's Carpus has been Nada's only for many years, outside the cycle of data. We help others escape, those who might process our reality. Nada has peace here. Those who hunt us cannot see us. Nada does not want it to end. But better to understand, to know what comes for us. Do not stop on our account. Cool. There's our 80 and 150 Quicksilver. Okay, so let's ask her about the Sentinels. Enjoys to hunt the Sentinels. Good, but it will not work. They will always come. It is beyond us to challenge. Everywhere our home has been, the hunters will follow. Okay. So after speaking to both of them, that goes and resets the quest there. So we just got to follow with Apollo's quest to get more. But as you can see now, we have 200 Quicksilver. And we may be able to get 250 more, just depending on what the quest is. It just depends difficulty level. I don't want to die for a stupid reason. On this playthrough, at least. Unavoidable on the other ones, I think. Let's go ahead and unpin that. Alright. We'll take the quick way down. You cannot take fall damage in here, so don't worry about it. Oh, there's no way I'm killing monstrosities right now. That is for sure. The walker brain actually would be not so bad, but definitely not killing monstrosities at the level we're at right now. Okay, let's bounce. Okay, real quick, let's go ahead and update the quest to what we need it to be. We'll check our inventory. We got plenty of space, I think. Okay, that's viscous fluids. I would have to convert over that. What else do we have? We have some rusted metal. Okay, and there isn't any room for the chromatic metal, so we should be fine. Okay. We got 6 spaces open. That's good enough, I think. What is this one? I have been here before. What is on it? Okay, so this is the radioactive planet. Oh, what is the challenge about? Well, I'm actually playing this character. I just started this one out, but the challenge is mainly about getting this character up to pretty much, I just want to focus on Gek and Mercenary when it comes to what is available to us. And then once we actually get a better ship and keep going with it, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to go full Firstborn with it. So I'm going to make an enemy of the Vakeen, and I'm going to raid absolutely every Vakeen system that I can along the way. Other than that, we've just set up rules for ourselves to where we can't really get aid from any other race other than the Gek. And yeah, I want to really in this playthrough test the limits of the faction system. I want to really see what we can do to get our standing down to the absolute minimum with the other races, and I want to see how far we can go. Plus, big space battles are always something that I love, so I'm definitely going to be pushing a lot of that later on once we get our freighter and actually get a ship that we can fight in. Right now, this is the original ship, so it's not, you know, I can't really do much with this thing yet. But yeah, that's pretty much what this challenge is about. Good location for a monolith, I like it.
Okay, and since we're right at the edge of the water, this actually should give us an opportunity to scan some stuff in here.
Units received. Radiation protection falling.
The Atlas CG. I like that username. That's a nice username.
Units received.
Okay, despawns. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, I don't know enough of the language yet, but let's see. I don't know what to expect as I approach the structure. An army of sentinels, perhaps? Some gateway through which I will find Artemis? But in the shifting structure of this monolith, I can feel something else. A story, a vision. It's already burning itself into my eyes. The Traveler, arrival. The Traveler awoke beneath the shadow of a red star. Through the lonely cosmos they fled, yearning for purpose and meaning. They found an anomaly, an aberration, a door to the heavens. No Gek, Vikeen, no Korvax could see it. Only the Traveler could perceive the portal, though they did not know how to step through. They did not know the secret language, the glyphs. They did not yet grasp the price of the final truth. Okay. Cool. So we got our first set of the glyphs. Nice. And that okay. That activates a sentinel. We don't have enough ferrite dust. Nice. I'm just gonna dive underwater really quick because I want to see a little bit of this first. Plus, also, I do want to find just a quick source of ferrite dust down here, if possible. But, cool. They are no longer hostile to us, so we don't have to worry. Nice. Okay, what I'm going to do instead, then, is I'll go ahead and... let me get that out. Let me just do a quick conversion of some of this scrap metal into ferrite dust so I could just make a quick metal plate and get out of here. I'm not doing it all, don't worry. It's only going to take me a minute. Okay, and as usual, planetary sweep always. It will also spot underwater structures as well, so... what do we have? We have a distress signal. Beautiful. That is the best thing I could have hoped for, actually. Okay, and while this is refining, hopefully it doesn't despawn any of these animals either. That would be great. Oh, cool. They're like flying fish. That's pretty cool. Okay, do we have enough for a metal plate? Yes, we do. Alright, so stop. Let's put you away.
Radiation protection falling. Product constructed. Technology.
Alright, let's get out of here now. And I want to check out actually this distress signal, I really do. I hope it's a ship because we have been on a dry run this time. We only have Artemis' ship. But we did get lucky. Artemis' ship did have, it was an A-class low-level fighter, so... that's not bad to have early game. Okay, so traveling at 2,000. Oh, wait. It's actually only going to take us like 30 seconds, anyways. Cool, and we are right on top of it. Let's see. Hopefully, we get lucky. I really hope so.
mean, we do have that one A-level fighter, but I really want at least one other ship. Let's see, is there a guy? Oh, yes. Cool. Alright, so we got a shuttle class. I mean, whatever. I mean, I guess it is a ship. Okay, so that brings us up to 3. So we got the starter ship, we got a crappy ship, and we have a somewhat decent ship. I would say that's okay. I mean, can't really expect the most at this point in the game, right? I mean, we are barely even started, really. We're like, what, like 10 hours in? Nothing. On all of my other files, actually, I'm like 150 hours in, so it's like, yeah. At this point of the game right now, we are just getting our feet wet, so... Again, I do want, though, to get as much combat in as possible as soon as we get a nice ship repaired, get some upgrade modules on it. Definitely want to get a really good set of positron ejector modules, and yeah, just start wrecking stuff. And yeah, I actually wonder what will happen once we get our standing with the other races down. If they'll actually immediately attack us once we enter the system. If they do that, it'll actually be really interesting and add a fantastic element to this game. Okay, we're landing in a storm. And unfortunately, this planet doesn't have any storm crystals, which I really love collecting. It's the easiest way to get rich quick. A stack of 10 will usually get you somewhere around, let's see, we're about 100 and... Yeah, so somewhere around in between 1.2 million and 1.6 usually, just depending on the system. Okay, and there's always going to be 3 at this one.
Radiation protection falling. Technology recharge.
Okay, and we will be immune right here, so we don't have to worry too much. Okay, as I approach the structure, I feel that same burning sensation in my eyes. There's nothing to read, and yet I am more aware of these words than anything I've ever known. The Traveler. Sin. The Traveler found a way. They always did. The first drone screamed when it was cut open. Within the shattered memories of Sentinels, the Traveler found the glyphs they needed. They passed through the gateway, emerging before the face of omnipotence. The Traveler asked the Atlas how many worlds were left to visit. They had seen so many in their life, and they did not wish to die before they saw them all. The Atlas answered. Holy shit, that's a big number. Okay, so that's what, million, billion, trillion, quadrillion, 18 quintillion, 446, quadrillion, 744 trillion, 73 billion, 709 million, 551,616. God damn, that's a big fucking number. Alright. So more than could be seen in any lifetime. It was impossible to explore the universe before the Traveler died. I'm filled with the knowledge of an ancient traveler. I see the glyphs in my mind, another piece of the code. I think of the Atlas. I've encountered this name many times in my travels, yet its true nature still eludes me. The vision fills me with fear. No, it doesn't actually, because I'm the motherfucking Firstborn. I don't fear Jack. And as you guys saw in the last episode, I definitely, well, I don't know, I was pretty fucking afraid that I was going to die in the last episode with that walker. Especially considering I made that bolt caster I think half an hour before we got into that battle. So that was awesome, I think.
We only have one more ley line to detect. That's cool. Of course. Right? But at least in this situation, there's some freaking ferrite dust around us. And I don't have to convert it.
Units received.
There is a sentinel, though, that's going to harass us. Okay, that's 12. We need just a tiny bit more.
Radiation protection void.
Okay, that should be enough. That is not enough. What? Of course. Just one more, right? Always just one more.
No free slots in ship inventory.
Yeah, no free slots, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Product
That
constructed.
is enough.
Technology recharging.
Cool. Come on. There we go. Alright, let's get out of here. So this is the last glyph sequence, and then from there, we're off to the portal. And then as soon as we actually get out of there, we can call the anomaly, and we can go ahead and claim our quicksilver and more nanites. But we are doing pretty damn good, actually, compared to the Korvax one. I just honestly wish that this beginning stage of the game could go just a tiny bit faster. Did I miss it? Where is it? Oh, of course, it's like right on the edge of the cliff, so I couldn't see it. It's the same species. I don't believe I actually got this. Okay, and at this rune there also should be 3. I only know of one rune that has only 2 knowledge stones that you can get from it, but never forget to get these things. And the third, is it in the wall? It's in the wall. Okay. Should be right over here. There you are. Okay. Yes, always 3. And if it does spawn next to a cliff, just like with the trading post, you may have to do a little bit of digging. Okay. So everything here is tinted in the same red, the same unobservable crimson that fills my vision when I blink. I can only hope this structure holds the final glyphs that my trial at these ruins is nearly over. So, a purpose. The Atlas told the traveler they were the first of their kind, that a multitude would follow. Each would be endowed with the same noble soul, each able to travel from planet to planet in eternal solitude. The first traveler rejected the gift of the Atlas. This was not what they wanted, not what they hoped for. This was what was the purpose of infinity if you couldn't see it all? If you were all alone? If you would one day die? The first traveler cursed the Atlas and claimed that they would find a way to survive no matter what the cost. All of these words, all of time itself, it will be for the travelers to witness. Okay, so that should be the final sequence. Now we just need to find ourselves a portal. Alrighty then. Okay, so is it on this world or is it on a neighboring world? Looks like on a neighboring world. Oh no, just the other side of the planet. Beautiful.
Okay, let's check the quest real quick, just make sure. I do have to actually upload all of my discovery data. Okay, this isn't working. Okay. This button right here, you should be able to do it, but again, I mean, just remember, every single one of these is 6, so don't forget to upload all of these, okay? I'm not going to do it right now just because I don't want to waste your guys' time, but, I don't know, check for you guys if that button is actually working. If it isn't, I mean, just remember to upload, because, I mean, you're missing out on thousands of nanites if you don't upload that stuff. When I first saw these things in the release trailer for this years ago, it's the coolest fucking thing I ever seen. Seriously, these things look so badass. I just look at that. That is freaking cool. I always take pictures of these things. I'm really sorry. Give me just a sec. And then I'll take actually a perspective one real quick. There we go. Okay. So luckily on this one, I don't think we have to repair every single part of it, but... Alright, so breach. I approached the portal. I think of every passing thought, an idle wish that led me to this moment. Within this gateway, I might find Artemis. I might find the source of the Sentinels. I might find a whole new universe. But it's more than this. It's not fate. I'm making a choice. A leap of faith that's somewhere out there in the dark. I will find who I'm meant to be. Yeah, let's go ahead. I step forward, not knowing what I will find on the other side. But I feel it deep in my heart. The call towards the deeper truth. This will be the start of everything. I love that little nod to Stargate right there. Okay, let's see what kind of fucked up planet we're gonna be transported on here. Hopefully it's a pretty cool glitch planet. Oh, it's one of these. Okay. Let's scan as quick as we can. And let's hope we can find ourselves a stable glitch to go ahead and pick up for our base. What is this? Gold. Don't really need it. No, it doesn't look like there's any stable ones around us, unfortunately. The Atlas in all of its glory. These places look so awesome. And oh yes, before you leave these places, always remember to run over those little spheres on the floor. They will most of the time teach you a word. There is kind of like a certain sound cue that happens. But we're gonna get ourselves 2 free warp cells here. And let's talk to the Atlas. Hello world. An audio recording plays, echoing out across the vast interface. We were once travelers. We once aspired to more than dirt, dust. The audio clicks, time passes. Show me a world, Atlas. Show me something no one has ever seen before. The voice ends. The interface grows still and silent. It awaits a command. What's up? An audio recording plays, echoing out across the vast interface. We were once travelers. We once aspired to more than dirt and dust. The audio clicks. Time passes. Show me a world, Atlas. Show me something no one has ever seen before. The voice ends. The interface grows silent and still. It awaits a command. Let's perform the diagnostic. It has been a very long time since the last diagnostic. Missing a digit, of course, at the end. 64% of worlds operating within expected parameters. 2,611,384 actionable observations awaiting analysis. Subroutine, Sentinel, status, error. Subroutine, glass, status, operational. Subroutine, traveler, operational, 458 critical error warnings. Exomine structural integrity compromised. Immediate repairs required. Initiate personality interface? No. The interface is still and silent. It awaits command. Let's wipe the system. Warning, system wipe will result in universal death. Yes! Traveler. Reality fades. Everything does. My body, my voice, my soul. All of it speaks to me. The Atlas stands before me in all of its might. I want to ask about Artemis. I want to find them, but something is happening to me. I need to get out of here. Need to scream. I try to scream, but I have no mouth, no form. Alright, so it spit us out on a poison planet. Beautiful. It's a fun ship. There's the ship.
Commencing Atlas system visualization.
You know what? I'm just going to grab this oxygen real quick. Give me just a second to scan it. Alright. So now we just need to get to the ship so we can get out of here. And I'm going to be doing the old scanning on the run. So I'm going to have the scanner view open for right now. And mainly I'm just going to be targeting stuff and walking at the same time, so I don't waste a lot of time. Let's see, what have we got? A sulfur-rich plant down there. Right here as well. And thankfully we're not too far away from our ship, but we do have our hazard protection shielding already, thankfully. Actually, that was the first one I got. Okay. So now that actually this part of the story is done, all we have to do is go back to the anomaly. I think from there we're gonna get the whole null thing coming up right now. But we can go back to the anomaly, collect more, see what's actually on the board for right now, and hopefully it updated the mission, because
this early in the game, taking on like 40-something monstrosities, not exactly the best position to be in, I don't think. I mean, we can do it, but I'm probably gonna die, and I would rather not. And alrighty then, on here. Let's see if we can repair this, get some more nanites. Cool. I've been getting lucky lately. Thankfully, none of these have required like chromatic metal or anything like that. Okay. And again, I'll go ahead and process all of that stuff off screen before the next stream, so you guys don't have to sit through like half an hour of me just, you know, processing rusted metal, slime, all that kind of crap. You know? Alright, let's get out of here. Let's see. I escaped to my ship, glad of something familiar in this strange world. Where has the portal taken me? I was caught in the gravity of that infernal machine, not strong enough to resist. It identified itself as Atlas, the entity so many worship and fear. I saw no sign of Artemis, no trace of the Sentinels. Why did I even step through the gateway? Why did I follow this path? Well, because I can. I'm the Firstborn, motherfucker. I tell myself that I do all of this because I can, that I do not really care about Artemis or the Sentinels. Perhaps this is true. Perhaps I need no higher purpose. As I stare at the console, an opportunity presents itself once more. There is an inbound transmission emerging from a location on this very planet. Alright, it's Mr. You Are Not Alone. The signal appears to be coming from this very system using this very same words that led me to Artemis so long ago. Could it be them? Did Artemis meet the Atlas as I have? Okay. So before we leave, I just want to make sure that we get this done. I'm not exactly sure if this even counts for anything, but I always do get these done. Broadcast it. Cool. And one other thing we're going to do before we leave is just see if there's anything interesting around us. Crash site, you know, all that kind of good stuff. Okay, it looks like a settlement, maybe. Yeah. Oh, it's the holographic monster. Okay, it's probably actually going to just tell me to go right there. Okay, so launch thrusters are offline. Alrighty then. Okay, so it's telling me to go off-world. And there we go. Alright, so the quest did refresh. Just always make sure that you do this. I mean, if you don't, you're missing out on the Quicksilver. And that stuff is not easy to come by. But we got the pants. Again, I want to get the boots, the gloves, and then we'll go ahead and get our Firstborn helmet and complete our little ensemble, you know what I'm saying? We will, though, have to change our race from the Gek to the Traveler, though, because, again, unfortunately, you cannot use helmets with the Gek body shape for some reason. Okay. And as usual, Permadeath, nobody is in the Nexus. Which will give us free reign over all of the missions there. So let's see. Traveler entity, it has been some time. Polo has missed you. I explained my journey through the portal, my vision of this strange world on the other side, how I awoke a long way from my ship. Nada looks at me with concern. Traveler, your journey was longer. It's missing a word. Your journey was longer than you might realize. Portals have much in common with our home. Their travel is anomalous. But you are unharmed, yes? You feel complete? You feel not crimson? Okay, so Nada is pleased. Old portals are strange, but so is our home. Polo is clever. Atlas False Entity cannot see us. Polo uses Atlas False Entity against themselves. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to Polo. How are you? Are you hungry? This is customary greeting for old friend, yes? I told Nada that you would be fine, traveler friend. Poor Nada. They do not. Or they do get nervous. I hate the way that these Gek speak. Okay. So, boom. Once we finish this, I do not know where these new worlds come from, what lies beyond our boundaries. I do not think I will ever know, but they are exciting to see, yes. Alright, so that refreshes that. We just need to locate Null, which shouldn't be too hard, but that brings us up to 350, which we only need 650, so that's 3 of the main missions, and that's all we'll need. Okay, so I don't have enough for that. I may actually after I upload all of that data, but let's go ahead and get our exosuit upgrade. Yes, again, since we don't have a lot of money, I'm going to be sticking with just the main slot for now. And we'll go ahead and get started with our multi-tool upgrade. So, the first one is probably going to be this combat scope. I really do love the combat scope. Although, when you are dealing with walkers, the personal force field is the way to go. There's no way around it. Those walkers really put out a hell of a lot of damage with that beam, and unless you got something to block it, or if you're inside of the building, good luck. Wow, so just from that last time, we got 100. I mean, that we were in the Nexus, what, like maybe half an hour ago? So, not bad. Okay, what do we got? Ooh, yes! Alright. I love it when it's these easy ones. Okay, so Roots of Aggression, it'll have us go to a marker. We have to read the marker, and then from there we have to eliminate the flora. It will either be 12 or 15, it changes, but we will see. Let's see where it spits us out. Hopefully someplace good. Okay, so it's a system that we haven't been to before, that's promising. What else is here? Salvageable scrap, always good. So we got 2 poison planets. And we've got a scorching planet. Nice. Okay, well hopefully it's going to stick us in an area that actually has hazardous flora. The last one I did, it did, thankfully, but I was experiencing that bug where it would stick you in an area that had nothing, and you'd have to fly around at least 2 or 3 times to find it. so there is the marker. See, on these scorched planets, hazardous flora is kind of sparse, so I'm just hoping we get lucky here. Okay. And snagged around the ankles, piercing thorns, completely unaware. We reduced the numbers, but Fallen Traveler's log seems to mention floral infestation, but holds no further clues. Okay. So let's actually just get the animal real quick. Alright. So, hazardous flora. We got nothing. Nice, huh? Great that it chose to stick us in an area. Oh, there's one. Beautiful. Hopefully, though, if we can find a cave, that'll be ideal because the hazardous flora in the caves is actually much more abundant than on the surface here. And, of course, there's a sentinel nearby. Why wouldn't there be? Okay, hazardous, come on. Give me a break. Be somewhere around here, please. Okay, so we're gonna have to do some searching for hazardous flora, unfortunately. But that's okay. We do have at least a hazardous protection shield for this planet, so that is a plus. Cool, we got one there. But we're supposed to have one up here. Oh, okay. Spawn. Can I still hit it? No, I'm gonna have to get rid of the rock. Okay. Well, we might as well identify it if we have to destroy it. Okay, how many more? Oh, cool, we only had to get 10. Okay, so that's 3 down, 7 more to go. Okay, cool. He's just going to where it exploded, which is ideal. Looks like we got some more down here somewhere. Right over here. And I know I'm missing out on all this other stuff, but I just want to get this mission done. Okay, so there's not really much hazardous flora, like I said. And unfortunately, no cave systems that I can see around here either, which will make things a little bit more difficult, but oh well. So instead of running around on this scorched planet, I'm probably actually just going to take off, and then I will try to actually just land in a different area that may have more. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. Okay, well, let's get going. Let's find ourselves a better spot to go ahead and get this done. And of course, well, actually, you know what? This works out for the better because I wanted to pick up phosphorus anyways. So we'll just need a couple of these rocks, that's about it. And unless my eyes were mistaken, yes, we've got another one over here, which makes 6. If I'm lucky, actually, these hazardous floor will just respawn and I won't have to travel anywhere. Nah, they didn't respawn. Can't always be lucky, right? Alright. Are you a different... Yes, you are a different one. Nice. Okay. That should be enough. Oh, wow. I actually ran out of dihydrogen. But what I will do is I'll actually just get rid of those 2 jellies that I have in my inventory. It'll free up a spot, and that'll be all that we
Product constructed. Technology recharge.
Okay, we're not going to go too far away. We'll just speed over to here, around the bend, around this little mesa here. And we will try... How about right here? Seems like a good spot. Okay, plenty of dihydrogen in front of us. There we go. There's one. Wow, that was it. Okay. There's one up there. Cool. Sorry, this is, I know, the tedious part of the game, but, you know. 250 Quicksilver, kind of hard to say no to, right? And of course it's inside of the rock, right? But okay, if we keep our distance, though, the Sentinel's not going to see us. And if you're far enough away, I mean, the Sentinel will go and investigate the site of where the disturbance is happening, which is, you know, where you're shooting. But, you know, as long as you stay far enough away, you're safe. I mean, those are the slow ones anyway, so it's not like really you have to worry anyways. It's more like avoiding annoyance. Okay, and there is our last one. Or, no. One more. There is our last one. Alright, let's get out of here. Go back to the anomaly. And yeah, I'm actually debating. I have to check actually what race system controls this one. But I want to actually try to, if we can't get the frigate to come in through warping, to just manually spawn it by flying around their fleets. But hopefully we can get one. I really am feeling kind of way behind right now that we don't have one, but we did have to actually decline that other one from the other system, unfortunately, because it was not a Gek one. Okay. So first and foremost, let's actually just check what kind of system that we're actually in right now. Okay, we're not that far from the Atlas station. Okay, so this is a Korvac system, okay.
so this one will bring us up to, what, 400, 600? That leaves us with one more milestone with the Artemis questline, and then one more just regular Nexus mission, and we can get our new piece of armor. Nice. Alright, keep that. Now let's get out of here. Nice, and a full tank of gas. Beautiful. Definitely gonna make this a shorter stream than I would. Yes, thank God. I like the design of these ships. I don't think I've actually ever seen this particular variant before. It's interesting. Okay, so where are these ships coming in from? There they are. Down. I'm not going to worry about the two behind me right now because I can just do this, throw them off, and then from there, circle around. Oh wow, I think that's actually the first time I've ever taken out somebody with missiles. Okay, he's got a fast little ship. That's everybody, and yes, this is Gek system. So finally we get our freighter. Beautiful. Hopefully this is not like a piece of crap C-class, but this is the first one, so you never know. It probably is.
Navigational data received.
But yeah, I actually almost never run into a variant that looks like this. This is very interesting. The CV9. Okay, so what kind of ship are we dealing with here? It's a C-class 16-4, so it is a piece of crap, but when you got nothing, a piece of crap definitely is attractive. We are getting it. And later on in the playthrough, I will show you guys actually how to scout for the really good ones. I actually have a B-class middle size of the Star Destroyer type in my other game, and that one is actually just as good as the S-class. It's just 2 less inventory slots. It's pretty awesome. But those are actually really easy to find. I'll go ahead and show you guys later. Alright, so as you can see, starter freighter, not all that good, but this is at least an interesting design. I've never seen one with this kind of weird thing on the side of it. I guess that's something, right? So cool. So hopefully this actually already has a ship with it. If the fleet already has, yes, it has a mining vessel. Nice. And let's check it out. What does it have? It has secondhand rockets, which give it -4 combat. Okay. But alright, even if you're stuck with a bunch of C-classes when it comes to these frigates, don't worry about it. Just as long as you keep them on missions, they will always level up and they'll become much, much better. I've actually never bought a ship other than C classes, and most of my ships are all A and S class ships. And really, it's just because this right here, successful encounters, this counts for every event when you go ahead and debrief your ships after a mission. So every little tiny, event that happens in those missions counts as one of those successful encounters. So they will level up quite quickly. Let's go ahead and talk to them. If you don't start with any ships, this doesn't happen, but as long as you have one ship, they will teach you how to make the fuel, and you can go ahead and start with that. So we need to build a fleet command room in order to really start up. That's really easy. It doesn't take a lot. As you see, silver, gold, and tritium, all things that you could really just get from blowing up some asteroids really quick. I always usually put the fleet command rooms right here, and you can only fit 5, so just keep that in mind. Okay. So now that we have it built, you do have to access the computer in order for it to go to the next step of this particular part of the mission, but as you can see, it gives us the blueprints for fuel. All 3 variants, 200 ton, 100 ton, and 50. And for the 200 ton variant, just remember it's 200 tritium and 200 of the of dihydrogen. But we're actually kind of lucky. This freighter came with some chromatic metal, so we don't have to go scrounging for it. I can actually put these freighter upgrades that we got from destroying those sentinels before in here. So we have 2 already. This is the explosive drones, which increases the combat ability vastly. And then this right here allows for, just faster. So there we go. We got that squared away. Let's go ahead and get into the expedition routes. We have one expedition, or one ship to go on this expedition, and it is just industrial. So we're going to take the shortest trip possible for industrial. Pick her. And only 50 tons of fuel. Beautiful. And we're already a 2nd tier fleet with just that one ship. My pointer to you always: buy support ships. Buy a lot of support ships. I always put at least 2 support ships on every single mission, unless it's the balance mission where you just put kind of one of each. But it will vastly save you on fuel costs. Okay, so we have a hell of a lot of stuff. Alright, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is, the great thing about freighters is now we can build a mobile base. I'm going to go ahead and build a row of refiners over here. I just need to grab pretty much all the materials that we're going to need to go ahead and do that. And if you look into our inventory, we do have a bunch of stuff that we are going to have to refine down. Again, I'll do that off camera so you don't have to deal with, an hour, 2 hours of me pretty much taking all of this and turning it into something useful. We got a shit ton of gas right now, so we don't have to worry about refueling for some time, and we got everything that we're going to need to progress our quest for pretty much everything that we're waiting for. So next episode is really just going to be a skip of all of these stupid grinding stuff that really just makes this game really long. I'm going to go ahead and take care of all this, maybe add a couple components to our main base that we got going on. But thankfully, now that we got the freighter, we can start toying around with our actual ships that we've recovered and then get into combat. I want to see how low we can get this reputation ranking. First, I'm going to probably go after the Vikine, but second, definitely we're going to enslave the Korvax and make them our beachheads. But thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and start up tomorrow. I'm going to actually try to do 2 tomorrow. I'll go ahead and start up one stream probably right at around 2:30, 3 o'clock. and then I'm going to start up another one right around 10. I'm going to try to keep them at about 3 hours at the max. But thank you very much for tuning in, and of course, like, subscribe, all that kind of jazz. And if you actually want to see anything in particular, I mean, this is important because I do want you guys to really enjoy this series. If you want to see anything specific, just let me know what you want to see in the comments or in the chat box whenever, and I will actually go ahead and make an effort and do that for you. So just let me know what you guys want to see. Otherwise, I will go ahead and take care of all the annoying stuff so we can go ahead and start fresh tomorrow with a good starting position. Thank you very much again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very, very much. Peace out.